I want to ask you guys a question. Have you ever made a sale on Poshmark and then later on went to go check in on your buyer and their username was different? You go on their profile and there's no listings, no ratings, no information, nothing, and kind of freaked out? Well, I'm here to tell you that that is actually 100% legitimate. It is okay. You are not getting scammed. That just means that your customer found your listing through Google search and they checked out as a guest buyer. After checking out, they probably went in and created an actual profile for themselves on the Poshmark app, and that's why their name is different. But it is totally legitimate. You're not getting scammed or anything, and this is actually a really good thing. That means that you are drawing people into your Poshmark closet that aren't even on the platform, and this can be huge for us as resellers. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing some tips that I learned in this past weekend's Poshfest conference about how to get your Poshmark listings discovered on Google. At Poshfest this past weekend, I attended probably one of the best sessions that I've ever been to at a Poshfest conference, and it was called Undiscovering Discovery with Google. It was led by somebody who actually works for Google and focuses on trend spotting and figuring out what people are searching for on Google. You guys have probably seen this when you are searching through Google, but at the top of the search results, there's usually like a banner of products. These are called product listing ads. A part of the reason why we as resellers pay 20% for our Poshmark sales is so that Poshmark can pay for our listings to be shown in those PLAs or product listing ads, which is huge. I feel like it's something that we as resellers kind of take for granted or that we don't realize is happening, but this is a great way for how we're able to bring in customers from off the app and into our Poshmark closets. In order for our listings to show up as a product listing ad on Google search, a few things has to happen. Google services listings based on relevancy, quality, as well as the advertiser's bid. We as resellers don't have to worry about bidding. That's kind of what Poshmark does. However, Poshmark cannot send all of the listings that are available on Poshmark into that space. Google regulates what kind of listings are able to show up as a product listing ad, so it's really important that we make sure that our listings meet those requirements. So the first thing that I want to touch on is to make sure that the listings that you are uploading into your Poshmark closet are actually products that people are searching for and that people want to buy. As you guys know, certain fashion trends come and go as seasons change and as time goes on. Right now we're having a really big resurgence of like early 2000s style and Y2K fashion trends. So the more that your listings are relating to the searches that your potential customers are making, both on Poshmark and on Google, can really help increase your sales. In the session that I attended at Poshfest, they talked a little bit about trend spotting and discoverability. They also highlighted some of the current fashion trends that are trending on Google. Now, this may change depending on when you are watching this video, but as of right now, October 2021, these are some of the fashion trends that you should be stocking your closet with, because this is what people are searching for right now. So two of the overall categories that have been getting a really big increase in searches are dresses and denim. Now in dresses, more specifically, people are searching for cocktail dresses, prom dresses, wedding dresses. Maxi dresses are actually the highest searched silhouette out of all of the different styles of dresses. So compared to like midi, mini, and like fit and flare, all of those things, the highest searched style of dress is maxi. And this is really interesting for me because when I look at my personal analytics, my most sold style of dress is actually mini dresses. So that's like the complete opposite, but according to Google, most people search for maxi dresses. Some other features that people are searching for when it comes to dresses are cutouts, corsets, the color sage green, and satin dresses. Now, I talked a little bit about like cutouts and this like pastel-y green in my fall winter fashion trends. So I think it's really cool that some of the styles that I talked about even a month ago are still trending pretty popularly through Google search. Now, when it comes to denim, I know that there's been a lot of controversy on like what styles of denim are popular and what aren't as popular, but according to Google Analytics, skinny jeans are not dead. actually skinny jeans still have a really high search rank, even compared to like wide leg or flare, bootcut, all of the other styles of jeans that are also becoming more popular. I think skinny jeans are here to stay, so don't stop sourcing them. There are still buyers out there who are searching for those skinny jeans. This one's actually kind of scary, but it kind of goes with that whole Y2K, early 2000s trends, but low-rise jeans has actually seen a huge increase in searches. So I don't know if I'm gonna be picking up low-rise jeans. However, that is what people are searching for. It's in the facts, so do with that what you will. While low-rise jeans are becoming more popular, mom jeans are actually becoming less popular. Google has seen a decrease in people searching for mom jeans. I feel like mom jeans is very specific though. I still pick up like high-rise jeans. I still think that those do really well. But as for the specific style of mom jeans, I haven't been picking those up as much. I have seen that those are kind of going out of style. Colored jeans are also more popular. I don't know if it's necessarily like the brighter color jeans, but in the Poshfest session they did mention black and white jeans, monochrome jeans are becoming more popular on Google. Lastly, a lot of people are searching for more sustainable alternatives, so one of the more popular styles of jeans that are being searched are actually the waterless denim, specifically by Levi's. So while you're sourcing, if you look on the inner tag of Levi's, it'll have a little tag on the side that says that they are waterless jeans or that they have been made with less water. So maybe add that into your listing. I had never thought about that before, but now that I know this information, I'm gonna go back into my Poshmark listings and find all of the Levi's that I have for sale, check to see if they have that tag, and add that into my description. Moving on, I'm going to be sharing 2 tips that I learned about in this session on how to figure out what is trending. And let me tell you, when they shared these tools, I got so excited to do my own research and to figure out what I should be sourcing for my closet. I know a lot of people, including myself, share Bolo brands that do well for me and my business, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it will sell the same for you. And of course, with Bolo brands, not everything in a brand can be desirable or valuable. It might just be certain pieces that do well. So I feel like even though I do share Bolo brands, take those with a grain of salt. This tool, however, is going to help you figure out actual Bolo brands for yourself. So you don't have to wait or rely on other resellers to share their information. You can go figure it out yourself. And I think that this is so cool because it's not just word of mouth. Somebody is saying that this is a good brand. It's actually backed by data and analytics that Google has collected over a period of time. So I'm going to share my screen with you so you guys can see these tools at work, and definitely write these down. Take notes on these so that you can use these as well. These are 100% free tools that everybody has access to as long as you have internet and a computer or your phone. And this tool is so versatile. You don't have to use it solely to find out what trends are popular for your Poshmark closet. If you're a content creator like myself, you can use these tools to figure out what videos you should make on YouTube or TikTok, what trends are popular, so that you can be on top of the trends with your content, with your closet, with your business, with whatever you want. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to Google and type in rising retail categories. So once you have the results, I went down to this one, but I think this one is the same as well. So you could just click on that. This is the first tool that they shared with us in the session, and this is going to help us figure out consumer behavior through Google. So these are all of the things that people have been searching for that has increased, and you can kind of see here how much it's increased by. Now this is yearly. I'm going to change this to weekly. And you can see the top searches that people have been looking for. So as you can see here, the top one is costume and stage makeup. Now I'm going to take that because obviously Halloween is coming up, so people have been looking up all of these ideas right here. So if you are like a content creator who focuses on beauty and makeup, these are some things that you should be focusing on. But as you go down here, you can kind of click through all of these and see what is trending. So since we are resellers, I'm going to look here at costumes, And you can see all of the costumes that people have been searching for. So Squid Game costume, Harley Quinn, Halloween costume ideas. So this means that people are looking for these items. So if you wanted to, you could source specifically for these kinds of costumes. Now, this obviously isn't the best idea just because you would want to make sure that things are selling quickly because you don't want to keep hold of these after Halloween. You might have to wait until like next Halloween for them to sell, but you can kind of get the idea of how to use this tool. These change all the time, so you can kind of see that these are going to be changing whether you change it to monthly, weekly, yearly, and all of that. And you can kind of play around with this. This was the first tool that they shared. I think that there is an even better tool that I'm about to share with you next. But yeah, so this here shows kind of like where in the United States people are searching for specific items. So I think that that is kind of fun information to know. But if you scroll all the way down and you go here to Google Trends, you can also just type in Google Trends to the Google search and it'll pop up there as well. But this right here is a huge game changer for me, in my opinion. When they were showing how this worked in the session, I kind of freaked out a little bit and geeked out about it. But this shows kind of like what people are searching for, and you can compare two different things and see like what people are searching more than other things. I'm going to type in an example here. This is the example that they used in the session. So I'm going to type in high-rise jeans. And you can change these things here. So I'm going to change this to the past 30 days. And you can see that it's been kind of steady, but it did have a little peak right here. And it's kind of like leveled off over here. You can see what states have been searching for high-rise jeans. So like New Mexico is really high, Arkansas, New Hampshire, all of these things. So if you know where your demographic is, like where you tend to ship your sales from, and you can find that in your sales report on Poshmark, this might be valuable for you. I know for me, I sell a lot to California, Oregon, New York, and Florida, which I think is the same for a lot of other resellers as well. But something that's kind of cool down here is that you can see what the related topics are. So you can see like what are the breakout topics. People have been searching for Levi's 724, so that means that this style is pretty popular. People have been looking up sweaters, so that probably means that people have been looking up like high-rise jeans and sweater outfit. And you can look through all of these. People have been looking for bell bottoms, color white, denim, Abercrombie & Fitch, Zara are popular brands, Hollister, Girlfriend, Madewell. These are such cool tools that you can see what people are looking for. Now, if I go here, high-rise jeans was my first term. I'm going to go here and compare it to low-rise jeans. And now you can see the blue is high-rise jeans, the red is low-rise jeans, and I mean, you can see there are definitely spikes. Yes, low-rise jeans is lower for most part, but people are still searching it. And if I look here on this map, some states actually search for low-rise jeans more than high-rise jeans, like Mississippi and West Virginia, Michigan. So yeah, this is really important information. I think if you sell locally, that this information might be more valuable to you as well. Okay, so I took out the low-rise jeans comparison, and now we're just looking up high-rise jeans again, and I put it back to 12 months. And we're going to go down here to the related topics and related queries, or queries, however you say it. But I thought that this was super important to show you guys, because this is where you're going to find your Bolo brands and your Bolo styles to be sourcing for. So over here on this side, you can see A Goldie Nico high-rise slim distressed jeans are #1, a breakout search. So that means that people have been searching for this style jeans, and it specifically, oh, I just highlighted over it and now it says slim distressed jeans in black. So that's pretty cool. There's probably an influencer who shared it and now everybody's like trying to go find it. But here's another one, Levi's 725 high-rise boot cut. I've never sold those before, but now I might look into them since it is a breakout topic. But you can keep going through here and see like what other kinds of
brands show up. So here's Aerie. Here's Abercrombie & Fitch, Zara, Hollister, Gap, wide leg jeans. This is amazing information to know what is actually trending on Google. And if you go over here under related queries, these are even more like specific searches that people have been looking for. So here, Zara high-rise wide leg jeans. I own these jeans and I know that I get a lot of questions on them whenever I wear them. So people have been searching that a lot. If you can find, oops, sorry if you heard that. But anyway, you can see here that people are searching for this. So if you find these in the thrift store, pick them up. Gap cheeky straight high-rise jeans. This is probably another one that a lot of people have been looking for. Zara high-rise straight leg. Abercrombie 90s high-rise jeans. I think these became popular because of TikTok. Abercrombie ultra high-rise straight jeans. Like, these are literally specific styles of jeans that you can search for in the thrift store while you're shopping. And these will probably have a pretty good sell-through rate. So here's Can jeans. That's a boutique brand that I don't pick up, but I do find it sometimes, so maybe I should be picking those up since people are searching for them. But yeah, this is a huge tool that we should be utilizing as resellers because this is going to show us exactly what our customers are looking for.
So as you can see, I think Google Trends is really going to help us as resellers be able to focus more on brands that are trending and kind of skip past things that we might just want to pick up because we think it's cute or just because it's like a certain brand. Google Trends is still a little bit more vague and a little bit more broad, but if you can combine the information that you learn from these Google Analytics as well as analytics in your own reselling business, I feel like having those two overlap will give you a more straightforward idea of the items that you should be picking up in your closet. You can use Google Trends to validate trends, which means that if you are unsure if something is trending or if you're unsure if a certain style is popular, you can pop it into Google Trends and see for yourself what the analytics are, how people are searching for it, what other related searches people are looking for as well, so you can get an idea if that is something that you should be focusing on. One fact that the moderators shared in the session was that 73% of people used non-brand searches when they were looking for specific items of clothing. That means that instead of saying Zara wide leg jeans, they were searching just wide leg high-rise jeans, and they recommended to use everyday keywords the way that you would naturally describe an item in your Poshmark listings. So now, especially that we have 80 characters that we're able to use in our titles, it's really important to fill that out with as many descriptive words as you possibly can to increase your SEO, your search engine optimization, and just to make sure that the right buyers are finding your items. Let me know what you guys think about these tools. This was my first time ever learning about these specific tools, about Google Trends. I knew that there was something like it out there, I just wasn't sure how to find it, so I was extremely excited when they shared this in Poshfest. But let me know if you guys have used it before or if you are planning to use it now for your business. I think that this is really exciting, but I still have some exciting tools that we can use as resellers, and this one is specifically in the Poshmark app when you are going in to list a new item. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like in my phone when I'm going to make a listing so I can show you guys this next tool and also how I craft a listing to make sure that it is getting discovered in search. So I'm going to just pull up a random picture that I have and try to use that as best that I can. So these are a pair of Love Wave leggings that I got in a Jomar box. So I'm gonna put Love Wave Revolve because this is a specifically like Revolve brand. And I had this question in another video, what do I mean when I say Revolve brand? Revolve is a website, kind of like an Urban Outfitters where they sell a whole bunch of different brands on their store. It's just become a really popular place for people to shop because of social media and because influencers are often being sponsored by them, so they are advertising their clothes for them. But I have a bunch of Revolve brands in my closet because that's just my style, what I like to sell. But I'm adding this in here just in case somebody does search Revolve. This will also show up. So these are called the Miranda leggings, or they're actually called the Miranda pant. So I'm gonna put in the actual style name of the item. If you don't know how to find the style name of your items, you can either look in the tag for the style number and search that, or you can just use descriptive words in search to kind of find the exact item. Not all brands do this, but some brands have like specific names for their items, so I always like to add that into my title. So right now I have Love Wave Revolve Miranda pant. I'm gonna add ombre pink high rise workout leggings. So I still have 12 characters. I'm gonna add the size, so small, and they are new, so I'll put new in the no, I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna put size small at the end just to fill those characters. So I used exactly 80 characters on this, which is cool. But I always try to use as many characters as I possibly can. If I just can't get to that 80, I'll get as close to it as I possibly can, and then I copy it and I put that same exact title in my description, and then I'm gonna go in and add even more descriptive words. So these are pink and orange ombre full length athletic leggings, squat proof. Squat proof means that when you squat you don't see your underwear underneath, which is like really important if you go to the gym, because obviously you don't want anybody seeing your underwear up in there. I have the matching bra available in my closet, so I'm just gonna add that so somebody could bundle it if they wanted to. And then what else can I add? I'm gonna put the condition, excellent condition. If you guys have a template that you use with your listings, you can totally use that. Just make sure that you are being as descriptive as possible when you can. I actually already have this item listed, so this is all I'm gonna do for now. I'm gonna go into category. Make sure that you are filling out all of these categories as well. I don't know how it works necessarily, but they did mention that how you choose from these drop-down lists does affect how it shows up in search. I'm assuming that that means that the more things that you have selected in these drop-down lists, the higher of a chance that it's gonna show up when people search those things. So these are leggings. Size is a size small. Brand. The brand for this actually doesn't show up because it's not included in Poshmark's like database. I'm just gonna add it, and I know that some people say not to do that. I still do it because people are probably still looking for this specific brand if they know what these leggings are. Pink and orange are the two colors, and then I always use style tags. They said make sure you're using style tags because these really do help your item show up in search as well. So I put athleisure, activewear, and yoga. These are the three main style tags that I use when I'm listing athletic gear, unless it's like specifically a running t-shirt or something like that. Now for price, I'm just gonna do these down here, but actually I wanted to show you this part. So under new with tags, I'm gonna press yes, and then it shows here, improve your chances of making a sale by including a photo of the barcode on your item's tag. This ensures buyers will be able to easily discover your item. So when you go to scan your item, it's going to ask for the barcode, and in the barcode is what they call a GTIN or a GTIN, which stands for Global Trade Item Number. And this is a way that people can identify exactly what your item is. Now the moderator said that if you have an item that is new with tags, to make sure that you are scanning the barcode, because they said that this feature is going to be coming out soon for everybody, but they're going to have a way where buyers will be able to scan a barcode and all of the listings for sale on Poshmark are going to be able to pop up. So anything that matches that exact GTIN is going to show up in that result, which I think is super cool. It's kind of the same technology that some brands use, like Urban Outfitters. I know that they have something similar like that. If you're shopping in their store, you can scan it and it'll show up on their app. But I think that that's such a cool feature. It's not out yet. I mean, the scanning the barcode is out now, but I think being able to search for particular GTINs isn't quite out yet, but it is coming soon. I feel like this video is dragging on and I'm so sorry, but there was just so much information that I wanted to share with you guys. But this is another thing that I learned that I wasn't aware of before, and that is that seller specified shipping shows up on Google. So we were talking a little bit earlier about PLAs, or the product listing ads that you see at the top of Google search. And if you offer discounted shipping when you are creating your listing, so whether you offer discounted shipping or free shipping, that will show up on the product listing ad. So if you do offer free shipping on your items, that might be an incentive for some buyers to purchase your item compared to another person's item because they don't want to pay that extra shipping. Now, I'm not talking about the offers to likers that you send or what the other extra discounts, but I'm talking about the discounts that you set when you are listing your items. I haven't used this feature before, but now that I know that it is showing up on Google search, that might be an incentive for me to try that out on some of my items. And I know that a lot of people are concerned about having to pay that shipping cost out of pocket. I know that that's definitely one of my concerns. However, they did mention that you can always just raise your price and include that price into your shipping. If you get any lowball offers, you can just mention that you are offering free shipping on that item and that it is coming out of your pocket, so you cannot go as low as they want. So those are some things to keep in mind when you are listing your items to help get your items more visible in Google search. Now, I promise this is the last thing that I'm going to talk about, but they shared some image recommendations for specifically your cover photos. Whatever you include in the other photos that you upload for your listing don't matter as much, but the main photo, the cover photo that you have for your listing, is what's going to determine whether or not it can be sent in to Google to show up as a product listing ad in search. So first of all, you need a clear image. It needs to be very clear what is being sold. Now, I know a lot of people like to make flat lays, specifically like stylized flat lays where you have an entire outfit and you're only selling like one piece from that outfit. Those pictures probably aren't going to be able to show up on Google search just because there's too many things going on and it might confuse your buyers. Another thing that they mentioned is to not have any writing or no watermarks on your item. I've seen this a few times where people like to collage photos where it will have an image of the photo and the brand. If that is how you are creating your listings, I advise you to go back and change those. Take out the brand name because that is going to restrict your listings from being able to show up in Google search. They don't want any kind of writing. They don't want your logo on it. They don't want the brand name. They just want a picture of the image. This next one, I feel like there's been a lot of controversy over this because people I've said in the past that you would need to have an all-white background in order to show up on Google, but they actually said that that's not true. As long as it is a very simple background, it will still show up. They showed one example where it was kind of like a flat lay of shoes and there was actually like a bouquet of white roses in the background and it was still showing up on Google search, but it was so like seamless. It was very simple in the background. There wasn't a lot of things going on, so that's why it was still eligible to be a product listing ad. But if you are using some like crazy props and things like that, that might not necessarily help you if you want your items to show up on Google. If you don't want your items to show up on Google, then I would question why you're even watching this video, but then do your own thing, do what works for you. You don't have to use apps like Photoroom to edit out your background, but if that is something that you want to do, Photoroom is a free app that you can use. It does have a little watermark on the bottom though. As I mentioned earlier, they don't want any watermarks on their pictures either, so you're gonna have to either pay for the premium or the pro version, or just kind of like make it so that you can crop it out when you're listing your photo. And lastly, they said do not use a border. So make sure that you are adjusting your photos when you are uploading them into the app. I know that now when you upload and your item isn't a perfect square, it's gonna add in that black background. And if your item has that black background on it, it's not gonna be able to show up on Google Ads. So make sure that you are using a separate app. I personally use Diptyque to collage my photos together to turn it into a square. So make sure that you are editing your photos into that square shape before you're uploading it onto the app, so that you don't have any kind of weird background going on. And definitely don't add your own background because that will hurt you as well. So that is it for today's video. I know that that was a lot of information, but honestly, it's good information. It is definitely things that will help us as resellers hopefully make more sales and become more searchable, not only on Google but on Poshmark as well. They are changing the way that search is showing up on people's phones. Right now, I think that some people's phones are automatically sorting by relevancy, which means that you need to make sure that you are using extremely descriptive and accurate trending words to describe your items. Let me know how you guys feel about this information. Did you guys attend the session as well? I wanted to go back and rewatch it, but it was only up for like a certain amount of time, so I wasn't able to do that. I was really bummed about it, but I took a whole bunch of notes on it. So I really wanted to get this information out to everybody who wasn't able to attend. I hope that this information helped you, and I really enjoyed making this for you guys. So I hope you guys have a great week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!